All right, think I'm live. Think I'm live up in here. Welcome. This is Terminator Juice, and I didn't think I'd be making a live reaction to a Nintendo Direct in 2021. To be honest with you, I thought last year was kind of going to be the end of not really all directs. I thought we were going to still get the small individual games, the partnership ones. I didn't. I guess I didn't think about it that much lately, but I just pleasantly surprised that they're doing a full-on direct. It's 50 minutes and 45 seconds. I've avoided all the spoilers. I was working when it started, and Terrell hooked me up with a link directly to it, so I've seen nothing. And I gotta be honest, I'm pretty damn excited right now. So I didn't think I was going to be, especially after they said, and I see a M rating, so definitely some third-party games. After it said just Smash and games up until the first half of 2021, I was like, getting a little bummed. But yeah, so I don't want to go on too long. I want to get into this, but I'm going to give some quick predictions, and also I'm going to try something I think is going to be very difficult for me. Not that it's not like I'm a super bad at this, but I'm going to try not to swear at all during during my reaction. More so just to try to get away. I've been trying to break the habit a little bit, using the F word quite a bit in general, conversations and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to cut that out. And I figured it'd be kind of a fun thing for me to try to do during this direct. So I will say though, I don't think ass is a swear word, so that one's not on my list. But all right, Terrell, you can be my moderator if anybody jumps in with some spoilers or stuff in the chat. If you can remove those as quickly as possible. So yeah, let me get into some predictions. They're kind of ever changing, but I think we're gonna see just more footage of the games we know about: Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Worlds, or not World Stories 2, and Bravely Default 2. I think is gonna get some attention. The Smash character, I'm going back and forth, but I'm kind of leaning towards Pokemon Gen 8. I said what, Rillaboom or whatever his name is, but I honestly don't know. I just got these strong feelings of Animal Crossing. I could see KK Slider or Tom Nook announcement if it's gonna be first party. Third party gets a lot more interesting. I'm going to say my leading candidate is a Monster Hunter representative. Capcom in general. Dante would be my second most leading. And then third would be Resident Evil character, which I think Resident Evil character would be cool, other than I think it would be the most boring character in all of Smash. Well, I guess next to Snake. I think the most interesting... I think Dante would make a great character for a moveset. I think Monster Hunter could, even though I've never really got into Monster Hunter. I just hope it's something good that I can get excited for. Somebody I know and have some experience with the game franchise. So that for Smash, I think we're getting Zelda 35th anniversary something, whether it's a collection. I would love like all the handheld games kind of restored, or improved visuals, cleaned up. The DS games completely changed so that you can just use buttons, and because I always hated the touchscreen controls. I wouldn't mind playing Spirit Tracks for the first time, and A Link Between Worlds HD would be awesome, all in one collection. I don't want Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess HD. I don't need those. Skyward Sword HD, it'd be interesting to see if that was true, what they would actually do with that. I do believe we're going to get Breath of the Wild sequel, trailer or tease of that. I think Monolith Soft's newest project that they showed the concept art for in 2018, I think that's probably my leading, like, for the big surprise or like new thing we're going to see. But there's 50 minutes, so there's going to be a lot with that rated M thing. There's obviously going to be some third-party games. I said Dante, maybe more of the Devil May Cry games. maybe another cloud, maybe one or two like cloud-based games, like the Tomb Raider series or something, cloud version. I could see that. I also kind of feel like there's gonna be at least one Wii or Wii U port of a Nintendo game. So like Donkey Kong Country Returns or Fatal Frame. I know Fatal Frame anniversaries this year, I believe. So maybe there's a Fatal Frame collection. But um, and other than that, I definitely, absolutely, 100% guarantee no new hardware info because they just, or they just released the Mario themed Switch and then Monster Hunter one. If they show some awesome looking revision or Switch Pro, that's just gonna kill anyone from wanting to buy those themed Switches. So let's see. I think there's also going to be like a third party game that's launched on Switch today that we don't know about, kind of like they did with Ori and the Will of the Wisps. A native running on the Switch port. I think Apex Legends probably gets maybe's released today. I kind of have a feeling. Let's see, Crash 4, probably some footage. So other than that, like, I hope there's like a couple like really good surprises that I can't even fathom, because it is a lot. Um, Ipsters, I don't know if I want to read any comments. You said no spoilers. I just don't know if I want to even read anything. So, without further ado, I was hoping to get a few more people in here before I started watching. Terrell, read what he said, and if you think that that it's good, that I can read it. If you can just type something, I could see if yours pops up without reading what he wrote. So, because I can never tell with Ibsters. I never know, man. I know you wouldn't intend to, but I just don't want even a hint of anything at this point. So, and then just a reminder for anybody who's joined late, I'm going to try not to swear. That's my goal. If I do, I might hopefully catch myself. And I don't know if I was going to come up with some kind of repercussions if I did, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm just going to hit play. Hopefully the audio. Let me get OBS up. I didn't mention Bayonetta 3 either. I don't know how I feel about the likelihood of that. I think it should be in this because it's been over 3 years, but Nintendo Direct, here we go. Let's see. Yep, volume's good. February 17th, 2021. What are we going to start with? All right. Xenoblade? Oh, he's in Rex and Smash. Are you kidding me? This is definitely Smash. You ain't fooling me.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Oh, Pyra's in Smash. See on the other side. Oh, if I'm complaining, you're gonna unsub. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the Smash reveal. I'm calling it. But who would it be? Is it gonna be Pyra? This looks like straight out of the actual game cutscenes. I'd be surprised if they made these just unique for Smash because they look just like straight out of the game.
It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest.
So is it just gonna be Pyra and Mithra? That'd be cool. I don't need Rex.
Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes.
I don't think there's gonna be a sequel.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation.
Nice. I knew it. Awesome. Well, I guess I'll be buying a Smash character. She's definitely gonna have a Mithra form.
I'm gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex.
Perfect.
All the power of the Aegis.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna be. I forgot to say. I was gonna say if it's a good character, I'm gonna give you some money, Terrell. I'm gonna join Nintendo Switch Online. Yes. Finally, a character that I'm like a game I played, a franchise I like, and it's exciting.
There are no pushovers.
Here comes Mithra.
Let me handle this.
Terrell, you gotta be pretty excited. It's your game, man. Yeah, you know, the age-old question, Mithra or Pyra. And I do like the leggings. I know some people complain about the leggings, but I actually like the leggings. Yep. Hopefully she's available soon because I'm gonna be buying this. I'll send you some PayPal money tonight, Terrell. And no spoilers in the chat. Yeah, I mean, they both look perfect. No, this is me watching it for the first time, man. So if there's Terrell, if anybody's put any spoilers. I don't know if I like that stage. Oh, cool. I like the people in the background, though. Yeah, Terrell, this had to be like the highlight Smash character reveal ever for you. Forget Shulk. He's trash. Look how lame he looks compared to Pyra Mithra. Yeah, this is probably, for me personally, this is the best character reveal of the two DLCs for Smash Ultimate for sure. That's a good surprise.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Better than my guess. Trash Pokemon. I just don't like Shulk. I never liked Shulk.
Some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations.
Not this year.
We haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some
Where's Koizumi? Terrell's first amiibo body pillow.
this Nintendo Direct with you all today.
Alright. I'm wearing my lucky blue shirt, so
We appreciate your continued support.
let's keep going with the good stuff.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I'm glad it's another first party character too.
They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
When's Sakurai's
Fighter releases
presentation?
in March.
March?
Hope you'll stay
Nice.
tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's continue.
I could get my Smash skills, get the rust off. I haven't played Smash since the month after Byleth came out. Alright, Fall Guys. Never played it. Looks fun though. I don't know what is this. I don't even know if like free to play game, honestly. I think you have to buy it. Good game for the Switch. I mean, art style wise, it ain't gonna, you know, it's not doing anything crazy. It's like a perfect fit. But why did it take so long is curious.
Stumble toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout
That's Devolver Digital?
Switch system summer 2021.
Summer? What the hell, man? They definitely didn't start working on it till the game was already a hit.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
Yeah, I don't mind
Reaches of space
Rex
to uncover the secrets
not being there.
behind by an ancient civilization.
Outer Worlds. Is this Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds?
After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered.
Did I miss something? Well, I thought this said Outer Worlds.
By repeating these cycles,
This almost looks like a No Man's Sky type game.
mysteries hidden in the universe.
Is this the Outer Wilds?
What messages
I
will
know
you
I'm
discover?
might sound dumb.
How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop?
Yeah, Outer Wilds. That's on that's on Game Pass.
Summer 2021.
I could check it out. Didn't look too visually
To
impressive.
the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club: The Girl Who Stands Behind.
Are these like?
2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming.
Yeah,
to
were these
North
on like?
America for the first
Yeah, I was
time.
gonna say Japanese only.
Localized in English.
That's
and
kinda what I was
modernized
feeling.
for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner.
Definitely not my type of game, but
You'll be on the
this is the type of if you're gonna bring games that have already been out, you know,
In
to the
one
Switch,
game, you'll solve a complex murder case
bring
surrounding
something
a
that
wealthy family in a
like we've
haunted
never
village.
had and give it a really cool anime art
But
style,
that's
you
not
know.
the only case to crack.
Man, I'm starting to get really excited for the possibilities of like I really hope for a Fatal Frame
Investigate a
collection, or at
supernatural
least
rumor after a
Made in a
mysterious
Black
death
Water or
rescues
something.
students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects
I know I'm
and
harping on Wii U ports, but that's the one
conundrums.
that I really hope
Can you figure out who the culprit
comes
is
out and
before
people
it's
actually
too
buy it.
late?
And I would actually play this with the Japanese voices if it did it say it had English voices or just English
Uncover the deadly
subtitles.
truth in Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir and Famicom
I'm
Detective
guessing those
Club:
will
The
be
Girl Who Stands Behind.
digital only.
Nintendo Switch, May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
All right, come on, come on.
New age of battles begins.
All right. Number of port predictions. I was gonna say like one Wii U port and maybe one older port. Is this a Dynasty Warriors or something? I mean, Onimusha? Is this a fighter or? Remember when Samurai Showdown came out on Switch? Yeah, most people don't either. Samurai Warriors 5. I don't know much about that franchise.
The latest entry in the Samurai
Koei
Warriors
Tecmo. I'm not surprised there's more Koei Tecmo though.
Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on
I like the
Nobunaga
art style.
Oda,
Oh,
Katsuhiro
it's.
Kyoshi.
Is it like a Mushu game?
Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles.
Yeah.
In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch.
They
summer
sure make a lot of those style games.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years,
This is definitely what. Oh, this Legend of Mana. I was gonna say this looks like a Game Boy Advance
Nintendo Switch.
game. Cleaned up, obviously.
You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty.
I did play the Super
Items
NES.
called artifacts.
What was the Mana game on the Super NES? Secrets of Mana?
And other lands to
Was that the one that was 3-player?
It's up to you on when and
If it
where
was the
these
3-player
artifacts,
one,
as
then
well
I
as
definitely
how to
played the whole
advance
game,
story.
actually. I don't remember it though. It was,
Forces
I
with
mean,
characters, each on their own
94
personal quests.
probably.
Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure.
I bet nobody knew. I bet nobody knew that I played
Has been rearranged
Secrets of
for
Mana
this version.
all the way
Songs
through.
alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the
This
new
is a
theme
PS1
from
game?
Ringland. Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Monster Hunter. I really wanted to love the demo and have a game to, you know, to buy, but I don't know. Maybe I could learn to like it. I don't know if I could spend 60 on it. Is this Monster Hunter Rise? Because this looks significantly downgrade visuals if it is. Or it's just the stream quality. Yeah, that's Monster Hunter Rise. I wasn't really that impressed with the demo, the visuals and stuff, but I think this stream quality looks pretty low. But there's a lot of big stuff happening on screen too. Like I said in the demo impressions, like I think the game's got to be able to handle, you know, multiple characters, multiple creatures, lots of effects.
50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the rampage of Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest
That's some voice acting.
No! We can't lose this game! Pull yourselves together!
This voice acting is kind of funny. See, that's a pretty giant creature. There's a lot going on the screen. Don't view the Discord until you finish. Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
Thanks for the heads up.
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
And for those that have just joined, I've made a pact with myself not to swear during this entire live stream. It's going to be probably an hour total.
Noah, we should start preparations right away. We're here to offer assistance. We must stop.
This is definitely a very Japanese game, you know, no doubt about it. It's becoming bigger over here, though. And I don't care for that design at all, or that one. Not a fan of gold, but I don't really like that design.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise.
All right, let's get another hype announcement.
How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay
Man, just
tuned
like
for
with
the
Animal
latest
Crossing, this is
installment
a huge
of
game,
Monster Hunter series,
and the fans of
launching
the
March
franchise
26th.
are gonna have a great game to play. It looks like. I'm not
Next,
hating on
let's
it at
take a
all.
look at this.
Just nothing, you know, that excites me personally. Oh, Mario Golf. I know a lot of people were predicting a Mario sports game.
Tee off on the latest installment of the Mario Golf series.
If this just has some true like golf experience and you can, without a ton of gimmicks and stuff, I'd actually be up for playing this. I've always enjoyed golf games.
Then swing.
I think Wii Golf was probably my most played. It was one of them. I really enjoyed that.
Familiar Mushroom Kingdom
The NES Golf.
courses filled with lush, natural
Hi, I'm
scenery.
Daisy. Oh, rough one there. Rough one, buddy.
Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how
It's
your
an
shot
interesting
will
art
curve
style,
and
though.
slope,
It's like,
and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain.
I like it, but at the same time, it's
These
pretty
features can
bare
help you ace
bones.
your shots. In addition to button controls, you can
No.
also use motion controls.
I won't be
by
using
holding the
those.
Joy-Con controller
I'll probably
on the
try it,
golf
but
club.
unless this is like super shell, not a lot of courses, and terrible on, you know, online,
Easily enjoy the sensation of
I'm
golfing.
intrigued. It's potential.
On top of
That's
all
funny.
that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario
That's
Golf,
cool.
including this one, Speed Golf.
You know what would have been really cool though? I know this is.
Your turn. Everyone
Why didn't they
plays
have
at
a
the same
golf
time.
game
Then
set in
go for
Breath of the Wild,
Your
Hyrule, or
turn.
something?
Give it another
Or have a
whirl.
course
Close
that's
the
set
hole, then
in
get going.
Hyrule.
Outpace your opponents to come out on top.
That's actually,
Golf
that looks like a
is
fun
one of the only
addition.
things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition.
It's just, I'm not nitpicking. I mean, I am a little nitpicking, but I don't like that it's very, the backdrops are very, very, underwhelming. I'd like to see a little more Nintendo art direction going on. It looks fun though. I mean, it looks like a good.
You can also use your me in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test.
June
The Mario
25th.
Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders
Yeah,
begin
I
on
just,
Nintendo eShop after this
It just feels like it's lacking some personality in the visual design of the courses. It looks like they went for a realistic
Adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes,
like
as
take.
well as the familiar golf gameplay
But
with easy-to-learn controls.
I've always liked the golf game, so this is definitely a high potential purchase.
Look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Is this gonna be a sizzle reel?
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the
Don't
Hyperion
care.
lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to
So where's the new Borderlands? Where's Borderlands 3? Is that coming?
Borderlands 2 and 3. This game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch. March
Woo!
24th.
I'm gonna put that in the thumbnail.
32
With my-
other
I'm gonna go, like,
beloved arcade classics are coming
do
to
one of those
Nintendo
faces.
Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust
Alright, I
game
missed
speed
what this
or
is. Is this
difficulty,
Capcom?
from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when
No
Capcom
thanks.
Arcade Stadium launches later today.
I feel like there's already been. I think there's already a Capcom collection.
Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Inspire, you'll
This
build
looks-
your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies.
Is this 2006? Is this a Wii game?
Gut grenades and more during your grisly mission.
This looks like a Wii game. This has to have been a Wii game.
Stubbs the zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th.
That looks terrible.
Begin today on Nintendo
Not just visually. No spoilers.
Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over.
I've never.
Intergalactic
I don't honestly know what,
Earth's fate.
other than Travis Touchdown. The gameplay I've seen of No More Heroes, I've never played one.
You'll need to fight your
It
way
doesn't look
to save the world.
like a game that I want to play.
Hey,
And
not
the first time they showed it,
to enter each
I will say I thought the boss designs were absolute trash.
You'll then face off against a slew
Is this
of
3?
opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With
This
new
stream definitely looks low quality.
variety of deadly
but-
skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match.
It says 1080p 60, but I don't think this must be the.
So get ready
I'd be curious if the final game looks bad, because I didn't think Monster Hunter Rise looked very good in this
It'll all make
in this
sense
stream.
when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth.
I mean, that looks
You know,
garbage. I mean, I never liked the games though, so maybe I don't know. Maybe it has the charm of the first two.
exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below.
Not familiar with this.
In heaven,
If this is a new game or not.
do someone's dirty work.
That's interesting. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it's an interesting take on a first-person game. I do feel like I've seen this before, though. This must be out on other systems.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself. God's judgment has nothing to do with
I forgot to... I didn't even think about if Silk Song was going to get shown. I hope it does. I hope Silk Song's in this. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's a unique looking...
Uncover
Winter?
Heritage
Yeah, they
Missions
definitely went
Online,
beyond
coming
first
to
half of
Nintendo Switch
2021.
Winter 2021. The DC superhero girls are here to save the
Since
day.
Red's in here, man, I don't know what you think, but the Harley Quinn animated series is freaking one of my favorite things I've watched last year.
Always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and backup. This is Supergirl. She's
I thought Harley Quinn animated was like Batman animated series plus like
and let's not forget what
original Family Guy when it was funny.
warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends
And I wouldn't mind the concept of this game, but I would rather have it almost look like an animation, like an actual anime. This looks like it's definitely for young girls. I don't see this audience. Yo, you haven't seen Harley Quinn? Dude, that show is amazing.
Comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet.
First couple episodes I wasn't sure, but man, it really has a continuous story.
Really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on
Yeah, this does look better than No Heroes 3 looked really bad. But that zombie game, or whatever it's called, that was Wii graphics, no doubt about it.
DC Superhero Girls Team Power heroically
Woo!
soars into Nintendo
I'm
Switch
getting that.
June 4th.
Day one, baby.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Alright. Oh, Plants vs. Zombies. This was... People have been thinking... Or no, they announced this. EA announced this, I think, a while ago. It's a good fit for the Switch. I honestly don't know much about this game, this franchise. I've never actually seen gameplay of it, other than maybe some trailers during E3s or something. This is definitely younger audience, you know, catered, you know, younger audience love this type of game, but I'm not saying it isn't fun for older gamers either. Yeah, I'm watching Doom Patrol right now, and I'm on episode 6. I didn't like the first episode, but once the second episode with Cyborg came in, I really started liking it. But that Zack Snyder's Justice League, though. Sorry, these games are just... Sorry if I'm talking over them. Metopia?
Faces. Metopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast new characters
Thought Mies were dead.
across the kingdom.
Was this a 3DS game?
Favorite people into
Was
your
Metopia?
allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more
Metopia. Yeah, or was this the Metopia? Was that the mobile game?
in the world of Metopia.
Yeah, this looks completely different though.
So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds.
But these are the type of games I
This
expect,
can give you an advantage during battle.
you know, to fill in the lineup, not just old ports and stuff. Like, these are the small titles you'd have got on a 3DS, a DS, a Game Boy Advance. I expected more of these types of games
Ally?
on top of,
Good. Care for
you know, all the
an
major
hand
games, so.
or poof in battle. Venture with friends into
This
another
definitely ain't
place
looking like a
and
$60 game.
Coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st.
Yeah. What was that one on their first mobile game? What was that called?
Super Mario themed items are coming to your island.
Somebody joked about that retro death for Zelda.
Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal
I
Crossing.
I thought there'd be Animal Crossing new content, but I didn't think it'd be just some hats.
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the question block can be ordered in-game.
Animal Crossing feels to me like they need like a major free update or something. Like, for how many people bought the game?
You can also place 2 warp pipes. Then use them to travel between locations.
Just
on
feels
your
like,
island.
you know, 30 million sold. Animal Crossing should be
Why not
getting
try
more.
recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
Oh yeah, Mitomo. Yeah, thanks, Trill. Just feel like Animal Crossing should be getting more
Free update for the game launches
than just some
February 25th.
costumes and stuff.
After downloading it, Super Mario Brothers items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Man, if people got some time in this game, man, I just feel like they need to add like a major expansion or something. I don't know what it could be. Obviously, I don't play the game, so I don't know what they could add, but it feels like
You continue
they should do
enjoying
more
life on your island.
with such a big hit.
How was that?
So far,
Collaboration item
Pirate Mithra was
released
great.
as part of the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary event.
It's really dragging here for me, but
Longer for their release.
I'm sure they're gonna end with something.
Speaking of which, last week we had the global launch.
Bowser's
of
Fury
Super
looks
Mario
frickin' amazing.
Plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD. Okay. Is this Bravely Default 2? No. Yes. No. I have no idea what this is.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the ways?
New Leaf didn't need updates for Mario items. Yeah, it seems like such a small thing for such a huge game.
No other must
Why does this look like Fire Emblem? That looks like Octopath.
You are a leader.
And it almost looks like Fire Emblem characters, though.
Together with these fields,
Is this new?
you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
It's gotta be Square Enix, right? Yeah, that's a weak name.
Far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant
This game did something to your...
precious resources eventually ignited
Let's see if they show me something.
known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later
It didn't look... again, the quality of every game I've seen so far has been not really impressive. That's not Octopath Traveler level visuals, right?
Plots and conspiracies. A brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate.
So this looks
their
like a
downfall.
slightly different take on that, almost like Pixel.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on
It almost looks like a more pixelated version of Octopath, maybe?
Attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended.
I wasn't too far off with the Fire Emblem, you know, comment because of the gameplay. Okay. I don't know, it looks like a slight different, like they're taking a different approach to the visuals with like almost more pixels.
Your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Could just be the stream or the video
Charge
quality.
into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link attacks together by first.
If I'm gonna play a turn-based game, I'd rather have it be like this style.
Then electrify the area with lightning magic.
But it's just, you know, confirming, you know, what my theory that the Switch is being treated almost more like the handheld. It's not really being treated as much like a home console, so you're getting a lot of these types of games, which are, this looks like a great game if you're into that style, but just reaffirms my comments from like 6 months ago that the Switch, maybe not even 6 months, but anyway, the Switch is, a lot of developers are treating it more like the handheld, the new handheld, you know, or the current handheld than they are a home console game.
More, I would ask you plainly, do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I feel like there's a lot of RPGs on the Switch, you know, like, I remember a lot of people complaining about the Wii U was, damn, we're over halfway. The Wii U was too platformer heavy. I really feel like the Switch is just way too RPG heavy. That's just, you know, personal taste.
To relinquish him to us. Lies! His hand was forced.
This game's getting a lot of shine, though. Like,
Your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
so far, if I was going to score it at this point, the 30-minute mark, Pyra Mithra was 10 out of 10 announcement. The rest of the direct, as far as games that are exciting for me, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 right now. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10, just for me, for games that I'm interested in. But there's a good variety. You know, quite a few release dates so far, but it's just definitely not for me on the games that we've seen.
Please look forward to future updates.
So you got 20 minutes left.
RPG from
Less than 20 minutes. 18 minutes left.
Let's see a few more
Let's get into
Nintendo
some
Switch headlines.
Let's get into some more the meat and potatoes.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Star Wars game. EA lost the Star Wars license, right? If I remember hearing that. That's kind of random.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Not a lot of info there.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons. Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons.
It looks like straight out of World of Warcraft.
Misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
My line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this round, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
Okay, this has some promise. Interesting. Seems like a good fit for Switch. I don't know. I have no idea what they're doing. Kind of feels like they're trying to get that a mix of Overwatch and Splatoon kind of like audience. There's one really good enough. I mean, I'd be shocked if they didn't have at least something big, because to wait this long for a direct, have a 50-minute direct, if it's just mostly filled with this, like this don't look like a bad announcement. You know, this is the kind of stuff I've been saying. Like, you don't need to all be big games, but just new games, like stuff the handheld systems would have got on top of the major games. But I'm guessing Nintendo doesn't have anything except Mario Golf for the rest of this first half. And then the second half, maybe they'll have a flood of games. See, this felt like a lot of this stuff feels like could have been in a partner direct like they did last year. This don't feel like put these in the main Nintendo Direct that we've been waiting for. It's just kind of an odd. Yeah, this is definitely a pass.
Alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
Come on, just give me something.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical
I'm getting a physical release. That's cool. Clock that's gonna buy it again. Oh, no, you have it on Steam. I guess you have a reason to buy it on Switch.
Getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours.
I will play Hades. I don't know what it's available on. I definitely won't. I won't be getting it on Switch, but either the PC or PS4.
Of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Jen.
If it's available on PS4.
Let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action.
Dozens of hours.
Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th. 3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Ninja Gaiden collection.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
This, I mean, on the original Xbox, Ninja Gaiden was one of the, if probably the best game on the system, I thought.
Are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
But this many years later, now that we've had Bayonetta's 1 and 2, Bayonetta 3 coming, I don't know that Ninja Gaiden's gonna feel as good anymore. Like, I haven't played it in years, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like feel a little bit dated.
And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable
What is
content,
that?
including costumes and game modes, are
That look.
included.
It's just one of those things. It's just more 6th and 7th gen ports, but I guess Sigma's technically a PS3 game. You know, the Switch gets a lot of 7th gen games, you know, and it's like,
Summer 2021.
it's not, I'm not like hating on it. It just does nothing.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
So they are gonna do DLC. Is it gonna be meaningful? Like story stuff? Because the Hyrule Warriors 1 DLC was all just new characters and side missions. What are we getting? What's it gonna be? I mean, the story wrapped up pretty well. I definitely ain't buying it till I know what's coming, because I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pause that, because the first Hyrule Warriors season pass was I feel like out of all the years of gaming, that $20 was probably the most wasteful $20 I've ever spent. Because once I finished the story, I really got bored with the just all the extra little side missions after I was done, you know, with the main story. I didn't mind doing it in between. Expanded roster, newly added weapon types, new challenge in Royal Ancient Lab, newly added challenging enemies. You gotta pay for this? New character vignettes, newly added stages, expanded roster. They're expecting you to pay for this? Like, again, Hyrule Warriors, I just said it, probably the worst season pass, what they had to offer, for $20. This is what they're at, $20. This should be free editions to me. Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, I mean, Pura, Robbie for sure. But you just, unless you add like main meaty like story cutscenes and stuff, nah, that's not for me. That's not for me. Because look what they did with the 3DS game. That should have been the part of the season pass for Hyrule Warriors on Wii U.
Bravely Default 2 is almost
That looks, I mean, visually I really like how this game looks.
Soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop
Not in love with the
brave and default commands
the character designs, but it's a cool art style. I really like this.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th.
Yeah, I'm stunned that they're charging $20 for some weapons, some couple characters, and then it said new stages, but
Also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills.
I always hated this game. I don't think I ever got past the first level.
Is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters.
I didn't have it, but I played it a few times.
Transportation or Archie for Bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
But not a bad way to bring back an NES game, though.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier.
That's another old game.
For Nintendo Switch.
The Switch is...
Through a stunning sci-fi world with any of
No, I don't want to pay $20. This also does reaffirm the Switch is just the console for old games. I mean, for some people, that's like the best thing ever, playing some of these classic games. But, you know, I just want new games.
features
It'd be interesting how this actually plays.
Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform.
Visually, I mean, obviously it's a huge downgrade, but
Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder skin.
is it gonna be free to play?
Free
Is
levels
it?
for the Season 8
I haven't
Battle
played.
Pass.
I honestly haven't played Apex since Red and I played it when it first came out.
Play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far?
Yeah, I would say this direct is really
A little bit more
not
to
great.
show you
It's not great.
today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Kind of was I mean, for some people, here we go.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend
No.
of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now.
News.
We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now,
I would hope the game was out later this year, but I'll wait. I'll wait for however long it takes, I'll wait for Breath of the Wild 2.
this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
If it's Skyward Sword,
Please take a look.
I wouldn't mind seeing it in HD. But what did they do to make it playable? Man, I haven't seen this game in a long time. I forgot what it looked like. It's not one of my favorites. It had a little too much backtracking at about the halfway point, but I enjoyed some of the areas on my first, the first run quite a bit. Story-wise, I really liked it too.
What you've just seen is the Legend of Zelda
It
Skyward
honestly didn't look as good as I thought it was going to look in HD.
This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch.
It looks like,
The Legend of
it's definitely
Zelda
cleaner.
Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as
But I
a
mean,
sword and the nunchuck controller as a shield.
that looks about like what we just saw with the HD
Nintendo Switch
version.
system
Oh, this is the
makes
HD version.
and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls
Um,
for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con
What about
controllers.
when you're not playing with the Joy-Con?
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
I mean, that's a good. That's a good solution. But how does it work in portable mode?
By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions.
I gotta say, the art style. I see why they went with Wind Waker HD, because they said they tried multiple games, and you don't have that wow factor like with Wind Waker.
Button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
That's interesting.
Tilt the stick down when you want to
How's that gonna work with that Joy-Con draft? My thoughts on the direct so far:
to the left or diagonal.
7 out of 10.
Just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Not what I was hoping for out of a 50-minute direct after a year plus, but
Specially designed Joy-Con. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
again, I really thought this art style would just wow me in HD, but it isn't on
Those
here.
playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
July
The
16th,
Legend of Zelda
that far
Skyward
away.
Sword HD launches July 16th.
Yeah, I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year. I think
Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop, and the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date.
are they
Mobile
80 or
devices.
70?
Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original.
Yeah, it
concept
looks like they
prior to
basically
The
just
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
converted the
Still following
Wii game to
the steps of
HD. It doesn't look like they really
However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in the
add
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
some modern enhancements or visuals or lighting and shadows.
Gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines.
Because, I mean, I always assumed, because of the watercolor style, that it would look amazing in HD, and I guess
I
not.
hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try.
It almost makes... I don't know. It could have used some flourishes, that's for sure.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I mean, you're talking Wii to Switch. I would expect more. That's a pretty big jump
What did you think?
in hardware.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick.
I don't know about that either.
Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Alright, so... not actual gameplay footage. Oh, Splatoon. Is it the Splatoon adventure game I've been was just asking for on Monday? Is it just a full-on adventure game? Come on. Because I was just asking for this, like, legit 2 days ago. And we were talking about a post-apocalyptic game with Splatoon. Okay, what's the actual gameplay? What's the objectives? What? I'm liking the setting. But I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. Is it Splatoon 3? Gotta love their the style of their videos, their trailers and stuff, though. So there's definitely... I'm starting to think it's Splatoon 3 now. I was really hoping for just an adventure game. I'm live. I'm watching it for the first time, obviously. I was hoping for an adventure game. Maybe I'll have a beefy single player. But I did say recently too that I thought Splatoon 3 was gonna come out on Switch. I mean, it just looks like Splatoon. I know. For some people, that's all it needs to be. I really wanted something more than just a multiplayer game. I have no faith that they're gonna do it right with the map selection and all that stuff. I mean, maybe I'll have a really good single player, but nah. I'm bummed. I thought it was gonna be an adventure game.
What you've just seen is the latest installment.
And it's 2022? Really?
This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
Yeah, sorry. I got excited there. I thought it was going to be an adventure game. That's not doing it for me. I haven't touched Splatoon 2 in over a year. And it just looked like more of the same. I know Call of Duty does the same thing every time, but for some reason it just feels like they do make improvements. Yeah, they have some installments that are downgrades, step back. I gotta say though, if the rest of the second half of the year isn't like stellar, I really just think Nintendo doesn't know what to do with the Switch anymore. I honestly do. Like this, I'm bummed. It just lost points. I mean, I was at like a 7, but honestly, I feel like that really, I'd have to think about it, but I think that just dropped it down at least half a point. Yeah, that sucks. I was hoping for more. I was really hoping for a Splatoon adventure game. So yeah, sorry guys. I wanted to be really pumped. It started off good. Pyra, Mithra, and Smash. That makes me want to buy the Nintendo Online and buy those characters. But after what else I just seen, I'm not. Other than to play the Pyra, Mithra, and Smash, I'm not touching my Switch till who knows. I mean, I'm not saying there won't be any stuff for the second half of the year, but maybe they're holding that for if E3 is going to happen or a June Direct or something. But if Breath of the Wild sequel isn't coming out, no Bayonetta 3, no Metroid in sight. I mean, what are they going to have? They got to have something. I mean, they got to have something, even if it's because we got Age of Calamity and we only knew about that 2 months in advance. I mean, there still could be a really good game or two to come out on Switch, but the fact that what we just saw was a bunch. I mean, it was a bunch of small titles, but those are fine when you have like big titles in between, you know. And yeah, you know, got some third-party games with Monster Hunter. They didn't show Monster Hunter Stories, which is weird. Bravely Default 2, I know a lot of people are excited for that. But if I was gonna give it a letter, I'm gonna do letter score instead of a number score. I'm gonna give it a C minus, or no, C. That's a C. Yeah, that Splatoon 3, like that tells me that they're really reaching. They knew they didn't have anything. That reminds me of the Direct in, was it September 2018 when they threw Luigi's Mansion 3 in there but didn't have nothing to show. And then they announced Isabelle and the new Animal Crossing. Like, they didn't have anything. And I feel like Mario Golf was nice. That's a nice game if you got Breath of the Wild sequel or Bayonetta 3, Monolith Sauce new game. You know, like, Mario Golf isn't going to carry the Switch for months and months and months, you know? Yeah, so C overall. Pyra Mithra was awesome. That was the most exciting part by far. There's not even another game that I guess Mario Golf potentially would buy. There's not even another game I would even care to even watch another, like, an updated trailer. Like, none of those games hit me in any way. So Splatoon 3, like, come on, make an adventure game. Like, that would have been so good. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get out of here because I got nothing else to say. I got nothing positive to say, really. A bunch of stuff shown, but nothing super exciting. Nothing, you know, a lot of smaller stuff and a couple of 2022 things. Like, I don't know. They need to have something for the second half of this year. Otherwise, honestly, right now, you know, 4 years plus March, May, June, you know, 4 years and 3 months. The Switch is definitely the weakest library of Nintendo games since the GameCube for me. And so it'd be ahead of the GameCube, but not by much. So sorry for those that loved it. Just nothing for me, man. And it wasn't just not that they weren't for me. There was a few, you know, promising looking games, but other than that, just a lot of older games, a lot of smaller games, and yeah, so man, that sucks. Wait that long for a Direct, and it didn't hit it out of the park. So on Monday, Juices Loose podcast, we'll have a lot to discuss. We'll see what other people think. I don't know. Maybe Robert gave it an A. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. I see there's a lot of people in here, but I honestly have nothing else to say. I just don't feel like the Nintendo I grew up loving, that Nintendo's done. They're gone. They're long gone. And it's not even about just having like the power to, you know, the Switch be powerful. They don't have they didn't show me anything from Nintendo. Like Mario Golf, like I said, they didn't even push like a cool art style with that. They just almost went for like realistic setting with almost like a weird kind of a weird art style that almost looks real but also cartoonish. I don't know, but they just got nothing. They have absolute. What are they doing with all the money they're making? Like, what are they doing with 30 million units of Animal Crossing, 30 something million units of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 20 million for Smash, 20 million for Pokemon? What are they doing with all that money plus all the Switch money, all the Joy-Con money, all the accessories, all the licensing stuff with all the accessories? What are they doing with all that money? I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like they're putting it into game development. Or, I mean, did they put a huge team on Splatoon 3? Like, it didn't look like it. Like, and again, the stream wasn't, or that video quality wasn't that great. But Splatoon 3 isn't the answer. You know, where's the F-Zeros? Where's the Wave Race? Where's the Golden Suns everybody's asking for? Where's the, I mean, that we got Mario Golf, but everybody seemed to like Mario Strikers. What else? We haven't got Donkey Kong. Where the hell's Donkey Kong? A lot of people were saying there's going to be a Resident Evil exclusive game. Like, you know, where's the 35th anniversary Zelda stuff? Where's the new 2D Mario game? You know, like, it just feels really weird. Yeah, I'll go into the theme parks. Yeah, that theme park probably cost some money. And honestly, I never talked about the theme park. It doesn't look like there's much to see. Like, honestly, I feel like I could walk through that in an hour and see everything I need to see and be like, okay, now what? Now what do I do? I mean, how many times can I look at this? It looks like a very small theme park, and it's a little disappointing, but all right, I'm going to get out of here. It's the most live viewers I've had in a long time, but I got literally nothing else to say. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.